Paulo here, back a week later after discussing about the NASCAR lawsuit between NASCAR and 2311 and Front Row. Guys, today is a historic day for our sport after 14 months of battling and war between both sides, testimonies, witnesses. It is officially over. I mean, this is probably the greatest thing that probably has ever happened in our sport. I mean, I think everyone had expected a different picture of the sport. Like, I think I told you guys last week that I was just really worried about how the outcome was going to be. Like, there was so much to explain. I mean, finances were released. I mean, I think a lot of people already testified. And I think we saw the comments between Richard Childress and Steve Phillips. And um, then what else? What's I going to say? Like, this is huge. Like, this is a historic day. Like, I'll tell you now, I was emotionally in tears for like an hour. I don't usually ever get emotional for things, but this was a historic day for our sport. And, this is a miracle, man. I mean, honestly, I was expecting a much different outcome, but this is huge. I mean, it's a historic day. Not only that, but both 2311 and Front Row have now been granted permanent, not just permanent, but evergreen permanent charters, which means which means the teams will now be allowed to keep their charters as long as they stay. But another thing though is that NASCAR though, for them going forward, I still believe there is some damages that NASCAR is still more likely gonna have to repair, right? I mean, like I said, I think we saw the text messages between Steve Phillips and Richard Childress. I'm pretty sure there is gonna be some stuff that's gonna have to be fixed between there. I think there was a letter from Johnny Morris that was very disappointing, was defending his buddy Richard Childress. Remember, he's been sponsoring Richard Childress Racing and Austin Dillon for a very long time. Remember, he sponsored Mark Truex Jr. They also had sponsored the Bass Pro Shops night race for Bristol. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of repairing, but I do believe this is going to hopefully turn things in the right direction, and hopefully our sport will continue to grind and grow. Like I said, I did not want any winner in this lawsuit. Like I said, if NASCAR had lost, they would have to been forced to pay several damages. They would have to be forced to sell the tracks, which apparently that I did not want that happening at all. Like, they could have had sold Homestead, and someone that could have had the money for it could have had turned that into a warehouse or Amazon warehouses or whatsoever. But like I said, I'm nothing more but very happy. Like, this is probably the biggest upset in our sport this year. This year. If you're asking what's the biggest upset, is this. Today. Michael Jordan, dude. This is why Michael Jordan never quits. He's failed so many times in his life, and now became a 6-time NBA champion. Like, why do you think Michael Jordan got here? Like, he's now a legend in NBA, and I think you can now call him a legend in NASCAR. He grew the NBA. Now he has continued to now grow NASCAR. Like I said, he said himself he's been a NASCAR fan since he was 7 years old. He watched Jim Francis' father, who started the sport back in 47 or 48, and it started on my birthday, and that's a true fact. June 19th is pretty much my birthday. But wow, man, it's just, I am still trying to find words right now. Like, one thing now I can focus on is next season. But I think the only thing that is left for NASCAR that has yet to be announced is the new format. Would this possibly plan to change things and maybe turn it into a full season points format? Maybe I know that's kind of been unlikely. That more likely NASCAR was more likely going to keep the playoffs, but now with a lot of people trying to bring ideas to the sport of how they can grow it, of the way how they sell this morning, could that change? Could that change the perspective of the sport can be stronger? Will that allow fans to come to the racetrack more? Who knows? But like I said, I'm super blessed to be a NASCAR fan. Like I said, I've been a NASCAR fan close to almost 9 years. And I've been around NASCAR legends. I've been around a former truck driver, Donnie Leah, which I have a picture right here. He's someone that was right behind there, but I'm not sure you can see it. But he was someone that was close to me, and I'm super thankful for him as well. And just cannot wait for next year. I mean, like I said, there is still going to be some work to do for NASCAR to fix their relationships. But at the same time, like I said, it's historic, it's huge, and I am 100% to believe that this is going to hopefully turn things into the right direction. So, thank you guys once again. I know I'm not on YouTube as much anymore. I'm pretty much more on Instagram now. If you want to follow my Instagram account, it's jblova21. Go check it out. But thank you guys so much for the time. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. All the fans for sticking throughout this lawsuit. And I 100% believe big things are coming. And I think huge leadership and growth are going to come for the sport towards the future. Like I said, I'm still trying to find words right now. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys so much. And I really look forward to next year. Thank you guys. And Merry Christmas, by the way. Happy holidays.